Folks, thanks for tuning in to Speed Gaming 3 here. We've got some Link to the Past Randomizer League action for you tonight. It's Jjo representing Swirly Coin Brewing and Hitaka standing in for Shaktool's Digging Game. An exciting match in the Kakariko division. I am Sabotender. I'll be doing commentary tonight with my good friend Tracy. Tracy, how are you?
I'm doing great. Looking forward to this matchup between two teams tied in the Kakariko division. That division's really, really tight at the top.
Yeah, and as we're getting down to the final weeks of the league, playoff positions is what everyone's jockeying for. So a lot on the line in this match. Both teams tied up at 18 points right now, looking to snag another 3 to get them closer to that playoff spot.
And of course, this week being cross keys, as it says in the little box there in the middle. Have some fun seeds this week. Of course, fun may be in the eye of the beholder, but you know, cross keys always has a little troll in there somewhere, or maybe a lot of troll in there somewhere. And we'll see what we get in this one. I always like to say that talk to me when it's not a trolly seed when it comes to cross keys, not when it is.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, cross keys is a lot of fun. It's zany but it's a lot of fun. So we should be getting underway in just a few seconds here. Just waiting the last little bit here.
There we go.
Perfect. Okay, right off the bat, a sword in Link's house. Always nice to have something to defend yourself with.
Early swords are really nice in cross keys. I mean, we've seen well over an hour or even much, much later for first swords, so not going to be an issue. It looks like we have a Aga 1 or a lumberjack sanctuary, which means we might see some key stealing action to get to the back of there, because no one wants to have to kill Aga just to get to those back checks.
Yeah, good point. Those are going to be in a tricky spot for our runners if we need to visit the back of escape at some point.
Yeah, also noting Hitaka with that sword. Yeah, not gonna do anything there right now. With that sword, finds the Paradox Cave, which means you can get all 7 items pretty easily. Yeah, okay, not all 7 items. Doesn't have bombs, but can get the other 5 items. Okay, still need something to hit the switch. So I haven't quite thought this through. No money to buy bombs in the shop. No bomb to bomb in the shop. But hey, we found a connector to Death Mountain already. And sadly enough, 300 rupees sitting there.
Yeah, this is always how the start of a cross keys goes. Everyone is trying to kind of make connections as much as they can with a bunch of different spots on the map and try and kind of suss out like where to go, what to do. And it's a lot to take in, a lot of information that's going through our runners' heads right now at this point.
Okay, we'll be able to check a bunch of these. Yeah, I kind of like that he's getting a chance to check all these mountain areas really, really early, but yeah. So far, nothing to help him out with money or bombs. Meanwhile, Jjo just heading into Kakariko like a lot of people like to do. Neither one doing the I won't say standard start, but the common start, which is the go over to the potion shop with a fake flipper, then go do the hula hand play. Oh, hey, look, we can get some money here, so.
Nice.
Wouldn't surprise me if Hitaka just farms a little bit here.
Would make sense, yeah. Jjo looking for a little bit of cash, finding a bunch of shops, unfortunately. Kakariko's a nice start because there's a lot of entrances that are really closely grouped together. We found the uncle here in Kakariko Well.
And there's some bombs.
All right.
Hitaka wishes he had those right now. Okay, Hitaka buys some bombs. Which, he can now, if he wants to. Well, he'll check one more entrance, but can save and quit back to the Sanctuary and now go back and actually do the Paradox Cave and actually get the items.
Yeah, that'd be a nice early kind of pickup of a couple of things. Eastern Palace at the bottom southeast corner of Death Mountain there.
Yeah, and a lot of people will see an Eastern Palace no matter what will run away. Hitaka says it's 4 items 3 items in logic, 4 I can get. So might as well just do what I can of it now since I'm over here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Jay just picked up a glove. Hitaka finding flippers.
That's a nice
Not
find.
not too much else in Kakariko. We just saw a Hookshot Cave there, which is a nice connector possibility if we wanted to go that way. But Jader's going to keep checking his entrances here first.
Yeah, I tend to like to take note of connectors and then follow them after I figure out more of what's in Kakariko. We did see the Smiths there. Won't be dealing with them for a while. Frankly, most runners wouldn't mind if just Mitts never showed up and you just never had to deal with those locations. Ooh, a
Yeah.
mirror! Oh, that's so big. That mirror really nice. Now Hitaka can when it gets to the dark world, and we did see the that first connector. Did that not take to the floating island? I don't remember.
Oh, it did. That's right.
Yeah,
And there was
yeah,
300 rupees sitting there or something like
yeah,
that. So,
yeah.
yeah, that's nice. Meanwhile, Jeijo picking up the hammer. Kakariko's starting to pay off a little bit here.
Yep.
Some almost Dark World access, but no Moon Pearl yet. So we're still kind of figuring this all out.
Yeah, I do fully expect Hitaka to do the Kakariko stuff. Just he's going to be kind of distracted by everything over here. I do expect Jeijo to find Eastern Palace, but I don't know what it is by Eastern in particular as a dungeon, but it feels like a lot of runners just don't like to go in there early if they can't clear it.
Yeah, I would agree. Meanwhile, Jeijo's found the back part of Turtle Rock. Some dangerous no-boots laser skips, looking pretty stylish here.
Yeah, not in logic in cross keys without the protection item of a mirror shield or blue cane or cape. A lot of little bits of logic are more like V30 than they are V31. Another one being that we need a lamp for any dark room. The Fire Eye will not put torch rooms in logic, but that's one of those things that I won't say people ignore so much, but will work around and not. They won't let that stop them if it makes sense to do a dark room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of people of saying ignore logic just because there's breaking logic and ignoring logic are two different things. Oh, a Master Sword for Hitaka. So really nice Eastern Palace dip there. Three really good items.
Yeah, for sure.
And now I expect and boots for Jeijo.
Very nice.
Yeah, a little surprised Hitaka didn't save and quit in the first place instead of save and continue. But I think we're gonna see Paradox Cave and then probably see Hitaka go into Kakariko. And I expect we'll find those boots.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Okay, do we care about a hammer for this item? Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I think we're going to get that.
Yeah, I mean, I was right. We already have the hammer, so might as well just get it. You might ask why he doesn't just drop down. Well, if that turned out to be Ganon, that doesn't work so well. So,
no.
Yeah. Yeah, usually runners won't start blind dropping into entrances until Ganon's found. Because, when you drop into Ganon, I mean, unless it's the end of your route and you know it's the end of your route, it doesn't make sense to take a chance that you're just going to have your route prematurely ended.
Yeah, good point. Magic Cape in the first chest of Castle Tower here.
Oh, hey, there we go. Laser Bridge now in logic. And a small key to Hyrule Castle. Okay, so we're not killing Aga 1 for anything. He's just going to sit up in that tower and wait for nothing to happen.
Nice. Meanwhile, we also find the bow here, so yeah, we're making some progress. Lots of items showing up early, which is nice to see. Should give our runners a lot to work with once we start digging into this seed in full.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little surprised Hitaka didn't go for the mirror into... Well, I guess he knows it's the 300 rupees, and it'll be there if he decides he needs it later. Does get the opportunity to check the Spiral Cave entrance. Often a decision whether one should go to Spiral Cave or one should drop down the middle and get 2 entrances, and he's now done all 3, so...
Nice.
Okay, to heart for Jeijo.
Very nice. No.
Yeah, he's already at 5 heart. Yeah,
yeah.
5 hearts early is nice. No, Hitaka going to be following all the stuff that Jeijo did.
Yeah, that makes sense at this point. He's kind of he's got a lot to check in Kakariko, so definitely worthwhile early game.
Super Bunny from the good side. one of my least favorite connectors to have to follow. You find it from this side, you know you'll never have to go through it when you find it from the other side. Nice tree pull, too.
Alrighty, as we're just getting started here, just about 8-9 minutes in here, just want to give a quick shout out to our tracker today, Akuheish. Clicking those buttons behind the scenes, really appreciate that, buddy. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, yep. I always like to call them the MVPs because they work harder than we do, and their job is harder than ours is. So,
especially in cross keys, there's a lot to
especially
keep
in
track
cross
of.
keys.
Oh my!
Daka not going to Kakariko right away. I'm never a fan of skipping out on that early Kakariko. Just so many entrances there, and even if there's nothing there, you quickly will find out. You'll very quickly find out. You'll be able to just mark off a bunch of entrances, and really convenient to do so. Joe's still without a sword because still hasn't started from Link's house. Looks like Ataka maybe wants to check this entrance, this drop down here, and maybe get some money from. See if he wants to do a hula. No, he's not gonna do a hula because he's got flippers. That ruins everything. It's Magic Bat, so we can't do that right now. Well, he can't do that right now. Actually, yeah, JJ already did go ahead and pick up the powder, so could do that when he gets there. Super Bunny from the other side. So Hidaka's going to do this the long way. Fortunately, with that mirror, we'll be able to do it relatively quickly. We'll get spit out somewhat near Kakariko. And Jeijo's still without either the sword from Eastern or the sword from Link's house.
Yeah, and it almost cost him. Those mini Moldones were really working him over.
Yeah, they really were. Okay. Hidaka spit out at the brother's house. We'll check the race game item. I believe JJ already checked this, but it is only 20 rupees, so don't care about that item.
Oh, with that hammer, yeah, Jado was able to get over to the west side of Death Mountain, something we haven't seen yet. So some new entrances to explore.
I mean, yeah, very smart play. Sadly, we'll miss the cool items in Eastern, but yeah, again, might be one of those people that just doesn't do Eastern anyway, so. Yeah, green pendant is in Hera.
Okay, good knowledge.
Shovel, shield, big key to Swamp Palace. 2 fetch quests and a shield.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, if you're gonna get the Swamp Palace big key, you'd rather have it before you go through the dungeon.
This is true. Good point. All right, we found the back of Skull Woods on West Death Mountain here. No keys to get into the back and no fire rod or sword, so we're not going to go any further. But one chest here, we'll take a look.
Ooh, it's a moon pearl. Oh boy. It takes the death warp out.
Yep, it's pretty good find there.
Yeah,
so
very good find.
Access, yeah. Lots more has opened up. This is where the seed gets, any kind of cross key seed gets kind of crazy. Is now you've got a lot of access, and you're trying to figure out where start connecting things. And
yeah, we've just seen the one connector to the Dark World. There really isn't a whole lot of Dark World access, but there's definitely some. And it does make getting the items in those locations in logic.
We also haven't seen too many dungeon keys, big keys or small, from a number of dungeons yet. So not really any dungeons that we can immediately tackle.
Yep.
Given what we've got in our loadout here.
So Hidaka can have to come back here with the hammer to get that powder. On the other hand, we'll have a cape to make some of Laser Bridge easier. Joe gonna rescue the old man out of logic and gets a big key to pod.
A nice big key to have, but we also need to pick up some small keys to make that a worthwhile play, I think.
Yeah, I need at least 2 to get to the back to be able to use that, although it takes 6 logically to get that big chest or the and Hidaka finding Hookshot Cave. This could be a distraction from getting the rest of the good stuff here. We know the hammer and the boots are in Kakariko.
Yeah, if this connector doesn't work out, if it spits him out somewhere that doesn't want to be, could be a problem. But hopefully he can get back and get the other things he's missing in CAC.
Oh, there's another 300 rupees sitting in a place we can't get to with the right now. Okay. Decides he doesn't want a bunny walk, or in his case, chicken walk. Which is good news for him, because he really wants to get that other stuff. That hammer being key to getting that moon pearl in Skullwoods. Always nice to actually have boots when you find something good on the library.
Mm-hmm.
And we get a big key to Turtle Rock. So another big key that, if the dungeon is required, it will be hard required. And Hidaka gets his hammer. When Hidaka gets the boots, though, it's going to be a nice thing for him that he'll be able to actually run with the boots and have a sword.
Yeah, the one thing that is missing from Jeijo's inventory right now, for sure, that he'd love to have is a sword, I'm sure.
Yeah, still, I mean, the first one's at Link's house, so it still hasn't saved and quit there. That's you
all
don't
he
see
has to
that
do.
every day. Just save and quit. And strangely enough, the next save and quit probably has him checking the uncle spots, the mountain entrances. So okay, Taka gonna go get that powder, and I wonder if he will rush the bat or not.
Yeah, it's a bit of a trek, but it might be on his mind.
Yeah, it's hard to make that better with anything but boots. Flute gets you kind of close because you could flute to the witch's hut.
Yep.
Probably wants to finish clearing out Kakariko, though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think he's found all the goodies, though. Well, except Laser Bridge. I don't even think there was anything on Laser Bridge.
Ether Medallion, I think, was the only thing.
Yeah, which is a nice to have and could be required. Although, unlike a normal seed, medallions for those entrances very rarely lead to anything you need. But it does happen on occasion. And does some nice boots laser skips. Jeijo did not have the boots when he was here, or the cape. Getting 3 without taking that death, pretty good. But he can save and continue, and you could use the cape for the last one, or use a trick I like. It would be to fall and then use the iframes.
Yes, yeah, that's a nice one. I like using that.
And do that for the first chest. You can do it for the last chest, but the middle 2 you can't.
A bit too far to run. All right, Boomerang here in Skull Woods. Not too much else yet for Jeijo. He's taking a ride back with the Wallmaster there.
Yeah, every once in a while that Wallmaster can be your friend, and the rest of the time it's one of the most annoying enemies in the game. I was about to say the most, but no, Dead Rocks definitely would take that claim.
Agreed.
And yeah, I didn't even think about it, but yeah, hammer and glove plus moon pearl equals normal dark world axis. So if Hidaka, goes back up the mountain and goes to the western part, you will also have that nice early dark world axis. And we'll also have the mirror, which will, be a nice advantage because there's a lot of mirror spots that he'll be able to check. And when JoJo gets that mirror, it could be pretty late if he's, again, one of those don't go into Eastern Palace people. Of course, he hasn't even seen Eastern Palace, so to be fair, we haven't discovered yet whether he's a go there or not.
Yeah. Yeah, mirror is a really crucial item in cross keys. It just helps with your routing, makes everything a little bit easier to navigate when entrances
Yep.
can be throwing you all over the place.
Oh, right, we have Bumper Cave. Yeah, this looks like a death warp from JoJo.
Yeah, definitely didn't want to burn that key, just in case he wants to save that for back of Skullwoods if we need to visit there sooner rather than later.
Yeah, one of the nice things with the way this works is that, it's not very useful, cave, is that the pinball chest is still always a key, which is super useful which is super nice in cross keys because you don't want to fall down into the pinball room and not be able to get out.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we find Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, pod with the one key, which actually, I mean, consider we have bow and hammer, could do a lot of stuff, especially if you're willing to do a little bit of walking around, not opening the middle door. See what JoJo chooses to do. Meanwhile, Hitaka's just going to go do Hyrule Castle in logic because we have the small key. Don't know if you do Dark Cross here. It depends on how comfortable Hitaka is going all the way to the back without any kind of fire source. Not in logic without a lamp, but certainly he could decide to do that. We know we're not going to get to the back from the back because, I mean, we could, but no one's going to want to kill Aga 1 just to get to the back. You're going to want to go through the front.
For sure. I feel like the pod dip, even if you've only got, like, in JoJo's case here, the one key, it's always like it's worthwhile to at least attempt to get as many things as you can out of here. You're in cross keys, you're more inclined to be having to double dip a dungeon anyways. So if we have to come back here and finish this off later, so be it. You might find some goodies back here, so it's worth checking out.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of annoying to go all the way through that right side a bunch of times, but you can get so many things with just that one key if you do it that way. Now, obviously, a lot of them will be sequence broken, including the dark maze not in logic without 6 small keys. We'll see if JoJo may or may not want to skip that. That's definitely one of those dark rooms that without a sword gets much more difficult. Hitaka does want to follow this, so.
Yeah, I think knowing that the easier access point is unfortunately behind the lumberjacks there, if you're going to go into Hyrule Castle, you might as well go all the way through and get
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
And he's got a mirror to get back to the front, so he can check out the connectors as well. What'd I miss?
Point. Oh, no, just that was a good point.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so far Hitaka doing a nice job, and if you can keep those sword beams, that'll make the key rat that much easier. And even if you can't, that ether will help out too. It looks like he have trouble getting that key rat though. And hey, we can see again.
Nice, good work.
Oh, there's the other boomerang.
Yeah, not
Blue mail's nice.
That is nice. That's a nice pickup for sure.
Yeah. JoJo, in the meantime, gonna take a death warp, it looks like. And that's it in pod for him. we've seen that. Well, I mean the Light World side. So.
Mm-hmm. So just to recap, we are 23 minutes in here, and so far this seed, lots of items have been found. Some connections have been made, but we're still early game here. Nothing really major in terms of dungeons we can complete, so our runners are still just kind of figuring things out. But the strong item pool early on is nice. It'll definitely help our runners as they make their way
And
through.
that's a kind of an icky spot for the front of Turtle Rock
Oh,
on that
yeah.
bridge. And Misery Meyer.
Okay.
Looks like he's thinking about it. Could be taking that death warp. Gonna maybe do some bunny revive here.
You know,
Which
I like the play.
yeah. This is it's in such a bad spot. Hitaka has no idea where that moon pearl is, and let's face it. I mean, essentially between the two runners, it is in logic.
Yeah. And plus, Misery Mire is a dungeon that just pays out better when it's in cross keys mode.
Yep.
You've got a lot of chests you can access, so it's worthwhile to take a dip if you have the time.
Now, normally you'd be able to get to 6 without Big Key and without that cane, but no fire source means we don't get to any of the left side, even
right.
out of logic, because of course that left side logically requires 3 small keys instead of just this one, and Hitaka is going to have to hopefully, I think he's forgotten that he doesn't have a fire. Okay. Oh, he's going to powder the anti-fairy. I did not see what Jeijo got in Stumpy.
Oh, yeah, I missed it as well.
Okay, he's just hitting the switch to get this chest here. Just 10 arrows. Not worth. Does get 3 more checks though, and actually with the switch hit, will make it easier to get all 3 of these at once.
Ooh, actually, pretty big find on Stumpy there that we
mitts.
missed. Yeah, how about that?
Have you ever seen the 26-minute Smith turn-in? Because I have not.
This is pretty early, that's for sure.
I guess to be fair, without the mirror, it's going to take him a little bit longer, and still doesn't have that sword from Link's house. So it has to do the hammer pegs the slow way, because you can't item dash without a sword.
Okay, finds an entrance to desert, and I'm sure Frog has never been on a journey of this type before.
Yeah.
Into the desert.
Yeah, I love that in cross keys, and really not a whole lot of payout for Hitaka, but does get a pod key, so we're going to have quite a few more pod keys to work with when he finally does get over into the Dark World and gets into pod. But yeah, the Smith is a lot of fun in cross keys because ooh, and that's a flute. That's a really nice find for Jeijo. The Smith doesn't go away unless you turn him in, or unless you beat a crystal dungeon, or unless you pick up another follower. So
yeah, he likes to hang around.
Yep. And you can do a whole lot with that Smith trailing. Oh, we end up in the pod area.
And Jado's had enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we gonna get the Link's house start? No. Okay. Not only do we not get the Link's house start for the sword, we also didn't get the chance to see where the old man, the mountain caves, take us.
Mm-hmm.
And Hitaka following Spiral Cave. Gets an extra container heart, and let's see where this spits him out. That's not a good spot.
Yeah,
it's one less entrance to check later, but it's still not where he was hoping to find himself. Ooh, Canis Amaru for Jeijo.
All right, man. His inventory is filling up fast.
Yep, but still hasn't gotten either of the swords.
That is pretty impressive.
I know, right? Okay, Lumberjack Cave found. Don't care about those rupees, so not gonna lift the rock to get the other side. I think are we down to Hyrule Castle and to the pyramid drop down? And one of those is gonna be the well, and one of those is gonna be Ganon. And either way, GT, which we just found, gonna be
Okay.
potentially useful. Okay, Taka finds his cane.
Nice, nice, nice.
So Dejo gonna do tile room. Taka's thinking about what does he want to do. Gonna probably check these entrances to the south. May not be thinking about that hammer giving him access to the west part of Death Mountain.
Yeah, that would make sense. There's still a lot of entrances that haven't been seen, so I can see him wanting to kind of clear out places he hasn't been to yet.
Yeah, and the other thing is that if he's been keeping track, he should know the chances 50-50 that the well is behind the castle. Looks like he's not going that direction, in which case that's 5 items. But just getting that knowledge. Was that the big key to Eastern?
I
Oh,
know, it was just a
Incenta,
map,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Oh, it was a map. I just saw Eastern Palace. I was going to say, if that had
Mm-hmm.
been the big key, that totally would have incentivized Jjo to go into Eastern regardless when he got there, because it would be full clearable. But nope, just the map. So the question becomes, how long before Jjo does the Eastern Palace, jumps down the mountain and checks out Eastern, and how long before Hitaka thinks to go west with the hammer?
Yeah. For Jjo, like, I mean, given that he's got so much access now, it could be a little while before that actually happens because there's just so many places that he can go. He's not going to think to go back to some of the things he might have seen in early game.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's more likely that Hitaka gets gated to that sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Jjo decides to sequence break the left side of GT. This is a fairly common play. Small key to Turtle Rock. Small key to Ice.
Not bad. And some stylish bomb jumps to top it all off as well. So nicely done there.
It's a fairly quick connector here. Okay, decides just to leave it at doing Stalfos room, which makes a certain amount of sense because of the oh jeez, this could be bad for Hitaka if he decides to bunny walk. Bunny walking is slow, but let's see what's here. Hype cave. Okay, this could be good, or it could be. Let's see what we got. Blue cane, that's nice. 20 rupees, 50 rupees, Heart container. Okay, not a very hype cape, but blue cane's a not terrible luxury item.
No, not bad. Do we see Magic Bat? It was 20 rupees there. I don't know
Yep.
if did Hitaka do that already?
I don't think Hitaka's done that yet.
Okay.
Okay, looks like Hitaka's going to say no to the bunny walk. This is one of those things that I think a lot of newer cross keys runners can get sucked into. The thing I've discovered, bunny walking is slow and just rarely pays out if you have other options. We did see a seed yesterday I think it was yesterday that I called that had a bunny walk moon pearl, but there's only a couple of entrances where you can actually pick up a moon pearl in logic, or pick up an item in logic, I should say, because you wouldn't be picking up a moon pearl out of logic in the dark world. But it does happen. Hitaka just says no, and I think that was, we know it was the right call, but I think even without knowing it was the right call, I think it's the right call.
Hey, the Smith has been returned, finally.
Okay, the 33-minute Smith turn-in. That's still way earlier than I think I've ever seen before. Taka thinking about whether he wants to pick up some upgrades, decides not to. Okay, let's see if this is the castle check. An ice rod. Okay.
All right.
It's one of those things that you're hoping, so you don't really care whether you need it or not, but if you're gonna need it, you're happy to have it.
Mm-hmm.
The joke is always, early ice rod, TR will be a pendant, of course, but
Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is just standard practice at this point.
okay, so we just learned two things. One, there's a whole bunch of items available over there at the castle area, and two, that Ganon is vanilla today.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I believe that's all we have left. You might want to talk to that guy, Hitaka.
He's got
Okay,
some
you
useful
don't want to know
information.
your red crystals. You don't want to tell us. Okay, that's fine. Maybe JJ will let us know when he gets there.
Hopefully. Yeah, we have very little information to work with at this point. Small key to Thieves Town. Cool, cool.
That's one of those small keys you're happy to get before you have access to
Yeah.
Thieves Town. Oh, the small key and the big key, so the whole Thieves Town care package. Well, yeah, we already have the hammer, so. And temper. If JJ would start at Link's house, go to the castle, you could be on Master Sword, then go to Eastern, could also be on Tempered Sword. Yeah, it's quite the contrast. You don't see that every day. But Hitaka's still not going back to the mountain. It's like he's gonna go and check out the eastern area.
Yeah,
Or maybe gonna follow the flippers. He's got money
Mhm.
for Zora, so it makes a certain amount of sense.
Yeah, it makes sense to kind of. It's general. People try and put off mountain runs, until until they've got all their other, T's crossed and I's
Yep.
dotted and whatnot. Oh, fine, Steve Town, okay, but he
Well,
has not
Hitaka
having
finds
this good.
Steve's Town. JJ has the keys to it, so. Another pod small.
Okay.
That's a lot. That's 3 for Hitaka, and I feel like JJ might have gotten. I don't know if JJ's the one. JJ has one that Hitaka has or not, but those pod small keys are starting to add up.
Yeah, he's
Misery Mire small.
getting to the point where he could potentially, like, if he skipped a couple of chests in pod, at least kind of like abandoned them, he could go for the boss as well, which could be a play.
Yeah, if he, where was the pod big?
Oh yeah,
JJ has the pod big.
he does, yeah.
Yeah. Fortunately, with these talent, not that big a deal to dip the front 4 and come back later. It's a really easy spot for it too. A small key on Lake Hylia.
Okay, that could come into play.
JJ gonna do catfish.
Yeah, JJ with no mirror can't turn this into a Zora check at all, but small key, what's he got? Tower of Hera. All right.
Hera small key is one of the small keys you hate to find, but at least if you find it before Hera, not as bad. And Hitaka with I was about to say another pod small key. No, it's a Turtle Rock small key.
We also need a couple of those maybe, so
yeah.
worth having.
Yeah, definitely gonna need at least one. Well, I shouldn't even say that. Assuming Turtle Rock is a crystal, we'll need at least one. Probably gonna need more. Although there's a lot of Turtle Rock you can do without small keys because the way the spiral stairs work, where they don't force you, they don't make you use a key when you come up.
Right. Yeah.
The boss and the lava chest logically need 4 keys. Map to Hera. I don't think we've seen very many maps, but that Hera map is pretty useless because we already know that the green pendant is. Not sure Hitaka knows that the green pendant is on Hera, but he does now.
Nice. I think that's our first map check from either runner yet.
I believe it is.
Gave us a whole lot of nothing for knowledge, but we appreciate it anyways.
Absolutely. Hey, we just found the mountain entrance.
There we go.
And JJ picked up the lamp somewhere that I missed.
Hopefully Hitaka goes back into the front of desert there that we just found at the waterfall cave. Flute was hanging out on the torch in there, so that would be a nice pickup for him. Just doing the Zora
300
checks first, it looks
rupees.
like. Nice.
Yeah, the flute would get him back up to the mountain too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi, Red Mail. So on one side has mitts, has flute, has a few extra things, has ice rod. The other side has all the safeties, also has mirror.
Yeah, it's a tale of two seeds right now. We've
Yeah,
definitely got some different routing going on here, which is making it pretty interesting. A little hard to keep track of everything, which is why Akahish is doing a great job clicking those buttons behind the scenes. Thanks,
yeah. I
buddy.
mean, it does mean there's going to come a point where they're retracing each other's steps, and we're going to have very little to talk about. But
Yeah.
we'll take that. We'll deal with that when it comes. And there it is. There's Hot Hitaka in desert. Going to get that flute. And I think only the Eastern Palace area is left for him to check in the Light World. So he's starting to get to the point where he's going to run out of things to do. And
Mm,
like we said earlier, he's going to run out of things to do long before Jeijo does, because Jeijo has all these things that Hitaka's doing, plus all the Dark World stuff.
yeah, definitely.
Now, that mirror could potentially not be hard required. That does happen, but when it's that available early, and hey, look at Jeijo, gets that sword, not happy. Oh my god. 40 minutes first sword for Jeijo. Hitaka's had a tempered sword for quite a while.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Hitaka looks like he's gonna do a little bit of bunny walking. A little unfortunate. You can't go back. Yeah, he wants to go back. Okay, he wants to check this entrance. That makes more sense. And the entrance is crap.
Nice.
I think also that's the latest I've ever seen somebody open the Link's House item in any
Yeah.
randomizer. Not counting things like spoiler log, where your partner might tell you that there's just nothing in that chest and leave it alone.
Yeah, exactly.
So Hitaka at least is going to use this bunny walking to double up these checks. Also, with red mail, this is about as safe as bunny walking can get.
Yeah, good point. If Jeijo were to do the same, it'd be a little tougher. Taking hits from enemies would be pretty rough.
Ooh. Okay, we can't do that now. But Hitaka knows where it is, and he can flute there pretty easily, so about to get all excited. But yeah, you can't. There are places you can sequence break with the hammer and do a super bunny setup. That is not one of them. So ooh, the dam. Of course, we haven't found swamp yet, so it'd be more
Right.
exciting if we'd found swamp. Of course, it does also open the item at the actual dam, which you'll be able to get to very easily with the flute. You know, Jeijo doing the castle. I don't. There wasn't a whole lot here, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, no, not too much. I think we had that blue mail in the
Yeah, blue
back.
mail in the back, and
No?
Jeijo made. Well, no, he's got the lamp. He has no reason not to the back. He's also not planning on killing Aga 1 to get there. There's actually quite a bit more that Hitaka can do. He can grab the ledge item here, but then he can mirror to get 3 entrances at the top of Hyrule Castle. He decides he wants the map. Just please don't be Hyrule Castle or GT. Ice Palace. Okay. That is a map we don't know anything about. It's a 5-6 map. You know, you could have known that earlier. But hey, it made the map actually useful for you.
Yeah.
Because Hitaka found the bomb shop and chose not to talk to the bomb guy. Not. Oh. Okay. He must have realized at some point that he hadn't talked to the bomb shop guy and decided this is a good time to route it in. But our 5-6s are Eastern and Ice, so.
We haven't seen Ice Palace at all yet, so
Nope.
and we don't even have any. We don't have any of the fire items needed, or at least one of the 2 fire items needed to get through that. So,
Yep.
not going to be doing that anytime soon. I don't think.
Nope, no big key, can't check this. And the only way to get that big chest is to come here, so. You can sequence break you around Turtle Rock from there, but sure you really need to at this point. Oh, that's a dark room.
Oh yeah, Hitaka doesn't have lamp, right?
He does not. Looks like he's going to do a little bit of sequence breaking of Turtle Rock. Given that we have Laser Bridge available, okay, he's going to check this entrance. That's a reasonable thing to do. But yeah, I think to actually go through Turtle Rock, you're probably better off doing it from there. But it looks like he's going to go in. I mean, he's got the Tempered Sword. This is pretty safe. And we're going to see Misery Mire from JoJo with those mitts and that flute. Still no mirror, so can't do all the desert entrances. We see the back of desert, but no big key.
Ooh, Hitaka going for Lava Island here.
Yeah, takes 4 small keys to be in logic, but with a Tempered Sword, very easy to kill the Pokey to get the key to come over here. And the lamp combined with the lamp on JoJo's side combined with the fact we have Laser Bridge entrance, I do believe puts this stuff in logic that he's going to be able to do here. Except obviously not Lava Chest, because with Lava Chest you need, again, 4 small keys. Ooh, ooh, Fire Source. Yeah, that's a pretty good score there for Hitaka.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, is this gonna be... Okay, JoJo gonna talk to the bomb shop guy the first time.
Nice.
For a moment there, I thought this was gonna be the trip back. No, he's gonna activate the flute, and if he wants to go to the mountain, he'll do it from the flute. No need to take a connector.
So at some point, it feels like these 2 routes have to converge. You know, like we've seen, the runners have been running their own races here. This entire time. It's got to start overlapping.
You almost think it was 2 different seeds.
It feels like it, for sure.
Yep, and for JoJo, that's a Master Sword. That was Hitaka's Tempered. Okay, sees bombs in the flooded item. Good to remember to check that. Oh, hasn't done Magic Bat. Looks like he's gonna clean that up. We know that's nothing.
So, I'm going to check out the swamp area here.
So I see the question, do we know the exit of the well? So the way the drop downs work is your exits will always be the same exits that the normal drop down would have. So the well exit will exit you out where you would normally exit out of the Uncle cave. Taka just doesn't want to go back to the map. I thought the flute might incentivize him. Jeijo, meanwhile, finds Hera. Not logically full clearable. I don't know if you do this without a big key when it's not a crystal.
Yeah, it's green pendant, so that gives it a bit more weight, but
It does.
yeah, I don't know. It's a tough call.
Gets another pod small key, though. Doing the basement, though, makes a lot of sense here.
Yeah, I agree. You've got that small key, so might as well just take advantage and, little coffee break.
Hitaka's gonna take that cane and that fire rod and check the front 3 chests of Turtle Rock. That's pretty smart.
Very smart, yeah. Some checks that we have not seen yet. So hopefully kind of put the seed together a little bit for us if we get a couple.
We getting 3, 2 more checks from Hitaka's side. We'll, in a second, get 1 more check from Jeijo. And we'll see what he decides to do about the Tower of Hera climb. If this is a crystal, you just do it.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
No, wait, you don't, because you don't have hookshot. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, right. We can't. We literally cannot.
We've just gotten so used to this Herapot just being a thing that we just assume we can do it all the time. But every once in a while, the game says no. Because sometimes it puts that hookshot past that climb. In this case, I mean, I'm not saying that's the case here. But we definitely don't have the hookshot, so not an option.
And also that lack of mirror for Jeijo, meaning he has to run out of the dungeon, which, it's annoying at this point. You're like,
yeah,
it's 15, 20 seconds of wasted time there.
Okay, and Hitaka gonna grab that magic pot so he gets a full magic refill. And it looks like okay. Well, I thought maybe he'd flute somewhere, but like say the West Mountain.
Maybe.
But chose not to.
Castle Tower small from Jeijo.
Interesting. Puts an extra item in logic. Okay, so is thinking about is potentially thinking about Death Mountain. However, decides to walk there when he could flute.
Sometimes you just forget that you've got that flute.
Yep. Maybe he may want to do some of these Dark World entrances. Unfortunately, if he had waited, he could have gotten the Moon Pearl and not done him as a chicken.
Mm-hmm.
So doesn't need to worry about coming back there.
No, yeah. Jeijo gave us one more map check that let us know